1 million miles or more of driving under your belt without a preventable accident, register online at rediradioshow.com. That's rediradioshow.com. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club would not be possible without the generous support of the fine folks from Petco Shopping Centers, House Lubricator, Motel 6, the St. Christopher Fund, and Cat Scale. We applaud the individual truckers and fleets who drive with care and keep our highways safe. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club, devoted to trucking safety. Register online at rediradioshow.com.
Want to earn your CDL? Visit CDLTrainingGuide.com for a comprehensive listing of truck driver schools and CDL training facilities in the lower 48 states. CDLTrainingGuide.com makes your search for CDL training easy by helping you find the school that's right for you. Getting your CDL can literally take your career to new places. Visit CDLTrainingGuide.com today. That's CDLTrainingGuide.com to get started.
Sponsored by the Trucker Media Group.
The sun may be bearing down, but that doesn't mean that outside activity stops. And overdoing it in Alabama's extreme temperatures and high humidity can have serious consequences. When temperatures go up, so does the risk for heat illness. Heat exhaustion and heat stroke tend to be two of the most common forms of heat-related illnesses. Heat exhaustion is a milder form and can occur after exposure to high temperatures and lack of fluid, but it isn't
Cover the insanity out there and say,
So is that gone? Is that gone?
jolly. if it's possible. Coming up on the show, Trump goes after Representative Chip Roy yesterday, put out a tweet stating that Chip Roy is a rhino. Yeah, right. And that somebody should challenge him and basically get a hold of me, implying that if you wish to challenge Chip Roy in the Texas primary, that he'll support you, and called Chip Roy a rhino.
They're all rhinos.
Because Chip Roy is a DeSantis supporter. Right. I can't even play with him. Chip Roy performers. You and absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, we can't play it. Yeah, we can't play cursing, unfortunately. Cursing left and right, but did some interviews afterwards on it. But they immediately, everybody called out Trump and said, before you write a tweet, know what you're talking about. There is no period. The period's ended to put your name in the primary. Right. So it couldn't happen to begin with. Right. But it was the whole rhino thing, which we dealt with before, and we put it to bed right away. So, to give you an example, and we got it here in a couple months ago. So you guys don't know what the fight's about. But whenever we've been called a rhino, we've said, absolutely, we're rhinos. We are way more conservative than the Republican Party.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So if you want to do that, we'll disarm that right away. You guys are rhinos, right? We're more conservative than the average Republican.
I'm not even a Republican in name. I don't call myself.
Yeah, neither am I. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm in the, I voted Republican
So,
primary.
so rhino is Republican in name only. I'm not a Republican in name, so I don't.
I'm sorry, but it was just,
Yeah.
but it was like, wow. But he just went, he was like, well, he is. That's why,
Yeah,
the suggestion
yeah,
would
right,
be just
yeah.
simply say, and he did, he goes, I've been fighting conservative causes. He was extremely upset. I mean, we sort of chuckled when the guy said a couple months ago, you guys don't understand what the fight is about. It's a young Republican. It's like, no, we have no idea. You guys don't.
This is Red Eye Radio on Westwood One.
Earn personalized savings on commercial truck insurance with Smart Haul from Progressive. Learn more at progressivecommercial.com. Not available in all states or situations.
Eric and Gary for the Eden Pure Gen 40 heater. I've been using the Eden Pure Gen 40 heater in my home. Eden Pure Gen 40 the solution.
Now, Eric, it has dual hybrid heating technology. I know what you're saying. What in the world's that? Well, it combines infrared heat and convective heat to warm a room, reducing your heating bill every month. Other heaters only use one form of heat. They aren't nearly as effective as the Gen 40. You're going to love it.
It also has a fan-only setting, so you can use it year-round. My whole family loves the Gen 40 by Eden Pure. Right now, you can get an additional $50 off the Gen 40 sale price. The discount code REDEYE50. Just go to EdenPureDeals.com, enter our discount code REDEYE50. That's EdenPureDeals.com, discount code REDEYE50 to save an additional $50 off the sale price.
Love your diesel? We get it. Protect your investment and maximize performance with Howe's Diesel Defender. Increase towing capacity, torque, and power. With Howe's, you'll hear the smooth rumble of a clean and well-lubricated engine in no time. Oh yeah, and Howe's Diesel Defender will increase your fuel economy by 5% or more. Guaranteed. Howe's Diesel Defender. For every diesel.
Red Eye Radio and our sponsors are devoted to trucking safety. That's why we are proud to bring you the Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club. We've been saluting drivers who have surpassed the million-mile mark with preventable accident-free driving. By reaching this milestone, you can be a part of an elite club of drivers who share remarkable safety records and demonstrate superior driving skills. If you or someone you know is a truck driver with 1,000,000 miles or more of driving under your belt without a preventable accident, register online at redeyeradioshow.com. That's redeyeradioshow.com. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club would not be possible without the generous support of the fine folks from Petro Stopping Centers, Howe's Lubricator, Motel 6, the St. Christopher Fund, and Cat Scale. We applaud the individual truckers and fleets who drive with care and keep our highways safe. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club, devoted to trucking safety. Register online at redeyeradioshow.com.
The St. Christopher Truckers Relief Fund invites all over the road Class A CDL holders to join our smoking cessation program, Rigs Without Cigs. Participants receive tools to assist in quitting, along with support and accountability from the program manager and others in the program. Incentive packages are offered by the Road Pro family of brands for all who stop using tobacco through the Rigs Without Cigs program. Go to truckersfund.org under the Health and Wellness tab and sign up for Rigs Without Cigs.
News Radio 1440 is WLWIAM and 95.1 HD3 FM of Montgomery, a Cumulus media station. This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin with a historic ruling in Colorado. The state Supreme Court says former President Trump is not eligible to be on the GOP primary ballot there because he violated the Constitution by inciting supporters on January 6th. CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson.
It's up to the Supreme Court to determine whether or not Trump will appear on the Colorado election ballot. If the U.S. Supreme Court rules that Colorado was correct, we can expect to see other state Supreme Courts follow suit.
Mr. Trump is getting rare support from a Republican presidential rival, Chris Christie.
I do not believe Donald Trump should be prevented from being president of the United States by any court.
Another Republican candidate, Vivek Ramaswamy, says he'll remove his own name from the Colorado ballot if Mr. Trump isn't on there. He's challenging others to do the same. The former president isn't backing down from controversial comments about undocumented migrants. He rallied supporters in Waterloo, Iowa.
They're destroying the blood of our country. That's what they're doing. They're destroying our country. They don't like it when I said that, and I never read my Kampf. They said, oh, Hitler said that in a much different way.
He's watched Americans like Brittany Griner come and go, but Marine veteran Paul Whelan remains in prison in Russia, and he's speaking out about it in a rare interview. Correspondent Cammie McCormick.
For 5 years, negotiations to free Paul Whelan have failed, and he says he feels abandoned.
It's serious betrayal. It's extremely frustrating.
Whelan spoke by phone with the BBC.
I know that the U.S. has come up with all sorts of proposals, serious proposals, but it's not what the Russians are after. So they keep going back and forth. The only problem is, it's my life that's draining away. Why would we do this? Well, it's 5 years.
The Biden administration says not a week has gone by without intensive activity to win this freedom.
A Philadelphia TV station says its news helicopter crashed in the woods in Burlington County, New Jersey last night, killing both the pilot and the photographer on board. WPBI TV says they were returning from an assignment at the Jersey Shore. The cause is under investigation. Researchers say a diabetes treatment can also help people lose weight after they quit smoking. CBS's Michael George.
The drug is sold under the name Trulicity, and a new analysis finds both men and women have less weight gain after using it. The results were more significant in women, who are 5 times as likely as men to gain substantial weight after they quit smoking.
S&P futures are down 8, Dow futures off 52. This is CBS News.
Make the hiring process work for you. With Indeed's end-to-end hiring solution, you can attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Start at Indeed.com/credits.
Hey, if you have ugly yellow toe fungus, you gotta hear about the secret 2-minute trick that I found for my husband. It works from both the inside and the outside. Thousands of people are using it to get rid of their toe fungus. You can check it out at crystalflush.com. Jake started off with a small spot on his big toe, and then it spread and really bad. He was so embarrassing. He gets yellow ugly toes from everyone. He tried everything to get rid of it. Nothing helped. And then we found crystalflush.com. It was the only thing that worked. In just a few weeks, his toes looked amazing. He's now walking around barefoot again. You guys need to try this. I'm telling you, this stuff is different. It's not sold in stores, but go check it out at crystalflush.com. They'll even let you try it risk-free, so you have nothing to lose. But whatever you do, don't let it get worse. You don't have to live with this anymore. Go check it out now. Just click over to crystalflush.com.
Christmas spending is down to one of its lowest levels in years in Australia.
Figures show just a slight boost from Black Friday sales, but it's not enough to prop up the spread of Christmas cheer. Increased cost of living and a surge in interest rates are behind reasons for Australians to spend less this Christmas.
Makes for a very competitive last week before Christmas as traders compete for a smaller pool.
Paul Zara from the Australian Retailers Association. But it seems Christmas feasts remain on the table, with an increase in food purchases ahead of the holiday season. Scott Maitman for CBS News, Canberra, Australia.
3 years after they shot to the top of kids' Christmas lists, tiny versions of Ever So Soft and Squishy Squishmallows are set to hit McDonald's. A dozen different 3-inch characters will debut in Happy Meals the day after Christmas, and each toy will come with a special music playlist. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Research shows that successful ad campaigns share 8 characteristics. Radio is the only local media option that delivers all 8 of them. Radio reaches your potential customers close to the point of purchase. It provides local consumer interactions with emotional connections that build trust and credibility for your business. Radio is unskippable and quick. We get your message out in 24 to 48 hours, and radio is very affordable. That's why radio consistently gives you the highest return on investment, and it's also why it should always be your base media buy. Research also confirms that marketing campaigns generate even higher returns, starting at a 19% lift when they are on more than one platform. That's why Cumulus offers a variety of effective digital solutions to enhance your base radio buy. At Cumulus, we are your one-stop shop to deliver a coordinated radio and digital campaign that will get your business results. Hi, I'm Sonia Thompson, and it's my job to get your business results on News Radio 1440. To learn more about how to get started, go to newsradio1440.com and click on Grow Your Business.
Thousands of stores across the country are pulling brand name cold and allergy products off the shelves. Why? Because an FDA advisory panel recently determined that a drug they contain, oral phenylephrine, is ineffective as a nasal decongestant. Navage offers a drug-free solution that's fast and highly effective at relieving nasal congestion caused by colds and allergies. Navage uses suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril to help suck out allergens, mucus, and germs. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy. But more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Don't waste your time or money on products that are ineffective. Trust drug-free Navage for fast relief to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
The internet is vast and unending, but you don't have to go that far to hear your favorite talk show hosts. Search, stop, and listen at newsradio1440.com.
Good morning, everybody. Hope this day finds you well. Let's have a serious talk for a second here. And it is about a killer. And its name, of course, it's fentanyl. Did you know that more than 1,400 Alabamans died in 2021 from drug overdoses? It's time to have a conversation about substance abuse. Hope is real. Recovery is real also. So if you are a family member or a friend are suffering from substance use disorder, please call the Council on Substance Abuse or go to COSA now. That's 334-262-1629. That's 334-262-1629. Or go to COSANCADD.org. That's COSANCADD.org. Let's get some help today. Call COSA while you still can. 334-262-1629 and get the help that you need. It is 6:08 in the morning. We'll be right back.
We'll have more clouds in place today, but it's still dry, and some sunshine will still be seen. Temperatures chilly, up around 54 with a light east wind, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Another very cold night tonight, down to about 30 degrees. We'll have another day with a mix of sun and clouds, maybe a little more cloud cover than sun tomorrow in the upper 50s. Then we're in the low 60s Friday, partly cloudy skies, and we'll be even warmer in the upper 60s Saturday as we stay dry. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Sabry for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's being reported by the authorities that would send you on an alternate route. Interstate systems moving into the Tri-County area from Clanton, Albany, Greenville. No problems on 231 south out of Wetumpka, north out of Troy. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. High school students get a jump start on your college career with dual enrollment at Trenton State. Classes start January 8th. Turn of State, today's college for tomorrow's world. Buckle up, it's the law from Montgomery Skywatch Traffic. This is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Judd Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Wednesday. Construction continues on a new men's prison in Elmore County. Over the last 3 months, construction crews have been working on the foundation and plumbing and getting the cells ready for a medium custody housing unit. It's expected to open by May of 2026. So far, it's cost more than $900 million to build. Some sports news this morning. Both teams playing in this year's Camellia Bowl are now in town. Northern Illinois and Arkansas State will go head-to-head Saturday at Crampton Bowl. This will be the 10th annual Camellia Bowl. The game kicks off at 11 a.m. Saturday morning. And the Troy Trojans hit the road for their bowl game this year. They're now in Birmingham for this year's Birmingham Bowl. Players and coaches were welcomed by a marching band Tuesday evening. Troy will take on Duke in the Saturday Birmingham Bowl. This game will mark the first time a Sun Belt team plays a Power 5 opponent in a bowl game. Kickoff set for 11
You can do it. They can do it. They can get it done.
Not too long ago, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Now, few things are as important as the health of my feet. First order of business, have your feet checked by a podiatrist. Without hesitation, I told my doctor I'm going to Dr. Brian Kelly with Greenville Foot Care. I went to his clinic on Winton Blunt behind Baptist East. The staff was friendly and professional. I was in and out in less than 30 minutes. And in that short span of time, with a few simple observations, Dr. Kelly shed light on 2 major issues I had had with my feet and ankles all my life. I was amazed. Not only was the checkup quick and easy, I felt comfortable and informed. He even recommended certain running shoes that better fit the structure of my feet. And your insurance even pays for annual visits to a podiatrist to better your health. No referral necessary for most insurance. Hey, walk, crawl, limp, roll, any way you can get there.
Any way you
Dr.
can
Brian Kelly,
get there.
Greenville Foot Care. Call for an appointment 334-265-7585 or check out greenvillefootcare.com.
No representation is made as to the quality of podiatric services to be performed or as to the expertise of podiatrists performing such services.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost.
There it
When it's
is.
going to end.
There it is. Went downtown just the other day. Didn't know that I lost my way. Whoop. There it is. Whoop. There it is. Okay, never mind. Not a good rapper.
Your families are now going to be stuck with this burden. Stop the insanity.
I am not a good rapper.
Now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your.
It'll be my next career, being a rapper.
Call for your free information kit. 800-919-1441. 800-919-1441. 800-919-1441.
You can set reminders, make a grocery list, look up random facts and info in seconds, and play your favorite talk show, all with your smart home speaker. News Radio 1440.
Here we go.
Sometimes you need to reset, refocus on your day.
Whoop.
Where
There it is.
breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time to rise and shine. For once again, you're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It is time for our daily bread. A word from on high, something that'll change your perspective or give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. Good morning to you. It is December the 20th, believe it or not, 2023. Today's daily bread is simply entitled Forgiveness and Forgetting. Our scriptural insight today comes from Isaiah 43:18 through 25. Isaiah 45 and 25 reads, I am he who blots out your transgressions and remembers your sins no more. Amen. Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, it is December the 20th, 2023. It is a day that has never been, and it is a day that once is gone, it shall never, ever come again. It is a once in a lifetime deal. And once it's gone, you don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done this day that you don't. And more importantly, you don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, December the 20th, 2023, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done on this day. If you lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, mercy, charity, and grace of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day, which is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with them? Well, whatever you do, while you can, for as long as you can, until you can't, reach back and help somebody else along the way. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man even yet to be born can do it any better. And I say that is the standard of how you live life. You shall always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. But you'll never be a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can. But you never quit. You never, ever give up. Because winners never quit. And quitters will never, ever win. Put one foot in front of the other. Keep moving forward. Martin Luther King said, if you cannot run, walk. And if you cannot walk, crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving forward. It is a great day to be alive. Good morning to you, Montgomery. We'll be back.
Welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. The devotional for today, titled Forgiveness and Forgetting, was written by Kenneth Peterson. Jill Price was born with the condition of hyperthymesia, the ability to remember in extraordinary detail everything that ever happened to her. She can replay in her mind the exact occurrence of any event she's experienced in her lifetime. The TV show Unforgettable was premised on a female police officer with hyperthymesia, to her a great advantage in trivia games and in solving crimes. For Jill Price, however, the condition isn't so much fun. She can't forget the moments of life when she was criticized, experienced loss, or did something she deeply regretted. She replays those scenes in her head over and over again. Our God is omniscient, perhaps a kind of divine hyperthymesia. The Bible tells us that his understanding has no limit. And yet we discover in Isaiah chapter 43 a most reassuring thing. It says, I, even I, am he who blots out your transgressions and remembers your sins no more. The book of Hebrews reinforces this, saying in chapter 10, we have been made holy through Jesus Christ, and our sins and lawless acts God will remember no more. As we confess our sins to God, we can stop playing them over and over in our minds. We need to let them go. just as he does. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. In his great love, God chooses to not remember our sins against us. Let's remember that. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is some hope from Isaiah chapter 43, verses 18 through 25. Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. The wild animals honor me, the jackals and the owls, because I provide water in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland, to give drink to my people, my chosen, the people I formed for myself, that they may proclaim my praise. Yet you have not called on me, Jacob. You have not wearied yourselves for me, Israel. You have not brought me sheep for burnt offerings, nor honored me with your sacrifices. I have not burdened you with grain offerings, nor wearied you with demands for incense. You have not bought any fragrant calamus for me, or lavished on me the fat of your sacrifices. But you have burdened me with your sins, and wearied me with your offenses. I, even I, am he who blots out your transgressions for my own sake, and remembers your sins no more. Let's pray. Dear God, as we look back on life, most of us have deep regrets over hurtful things we've said or sinful thoughts that we've had, and failures to follow your direction. Would you help us to learn from these experiences and to live in the freedom of Christ with gratitude, knowing that we are completely forgiven because of your life, death, and resurrection? Thank you, Jesus. It's in your name that we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. My name is Wes Ward, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
All right, you had to work. Now it's time to get up. Time to rise and shine. This is your wake up call. Airborne to the sun. Knows where, not yet. Down in the mess hall on my knee. We got nothing to eat but a can of beans. Sorry about that. The bread was moldy and the meat was bad. Not really. We never sold bad meat. I mean, it's a cadence. Here we go. All the way. Gotta be rough and tough air. Boom. All the way. When I was young, always wanted to be in the 82nd Airborne, easing the breeze. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna do it right. Jump from an aircraft while in flight. All the way airborne, airborne, all the way driving on. Driving on. All the way airborne, airborne. Okay, no PT today. Sorry about that. We're done with PT for the year. In the drizzling rain, well, I picked up my parachute and boarded the plane. Jump master said 1 minute to go. Green light lead with a cheering blow. All the way. Say it again. All the way, driving on, driving on, driving on, all the way, airborne, airborne, all the way, driving on, driving on, driving on, driving on. Here we go. Here we go. All the way. Gotta be rough and tough. Airborne. All the way. Okay, no PT today. Sorry about that, Sergeant Smith. We're just gonna take it. We're just gonna take, we're just gonna take the rest of the year off in the PT. Okay, because we're gonna just chill. All right, then. Good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. But we start off each morning with a paying homage to our armed forces of these United States of America. Because right now, as most of you begin to celebrate Christmas and the holidays and the holy days, a lot of young men and women are stuck overseas. Not because they want to be, but because the people you voted for said, run this thing, and they doing it. So we pay homage to those young men and women who it is their turn to guard the post, and they do it well until something happens. I think they do a pretty good job, though. Okay, so let's Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. Somebody's mom, dad, uncle, brother, cousin, nephew, aunt, somebody has to stand guard over freedom because it is not free, and it never has been, and it never will be. And each generation has a responsibility to protect it. Only problem is, how do we protect ourselves from Democrats? Okay, that's a whole different story. We'll get to that one later on. Good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. And good morning, Maxwell and Gunner Air Force Base. After all, this is an Air Force town, and we must pay homage to the boys in blue, whose motto is aim high, which is probably the only place you want to aim an airplane. I'm just saying, it makes sense to me. I remember that great movie, 12 O'Clock High. B-52s, blanket in the sky. And the C-141s, which came along and gave us a ride sometimes. We appreciate it. Their motto is Semper Fidelis, but they cut it short. Semper Fi. Well, whether it's Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi, it all means the same thing. Always, not sometimes, but always faithful. Hoorah, Marines, hoorah. You're not, you're not gonna go get me one of those things that everybody else got in their office with all their medals and all that stuff in it. I don't have one of those because you don't need one with only one medal. I'm just saying. I gotta get, they gotta get me something there. Maybe I put E2, E3, E4, E5, and something. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I go to my insurance agent's office sometimes, and I feel humble, and because he got this thing back there with all his medals and all them stripes back there, intimidate a brother until I got to pay that check. But I'm just saying, I got to get me one of those too. Okay, it won't have as many medals in it, but I got a few. I got about 9. That's enough to get me started. Got a little something there. A couple accommodations there. I mean, I think they gave me an accommodation one time just because I didn't talk that much. So, first sergeant always on my case. I don't know why we never forget those times. We never forget those times. A long time ago. But we, for some reason, I guess when you go in there kind of young, okay. You know why we remember those things so long? Because that's probably the first place that we ever been that we actually accomplished something. You know what I mean? I mean, you have to accomplish something first when you go into service. Whether it's Air Force, Army, Navy, or Marines, Coast Guard, you got to get through basic training. And believe it or not, everybody who goes don't make it through. Some are wimps, and some start whining. They want to go home and all that stuff, and that's cool. Because it's not for the weak and timid sometimes. I'm just saying. So we remember those times because that's where you grew up at. That's where I became a man. Although some would doubt that at sometimes, but okay, I understand. I feel you on that one. Yeah, I feel you. Anyway, good morning to you. It is 6:29 in the morning, And a lot of things to talk about today. Okay, not a whole lot of things, because I'm trying not to be too serious this week. This is my let's start my vacation week on Friday after we go out and give our presents out to all the people that were considered for helping hand. Tell you a little bit more about that on tomorrow, because when I get off work tomorrow, me and Randy will be hitting the road, Jack, trying to give somebody what somebody else gave us back. You know what I'm saying? So all you folks out there, but I gotta have a cameraman. Randy's my cameraman. So y'all make sure because I don't want y'all to see me riding around my Rolls Royce next week and think I took all your money and bought a car. No, I gotta escape. Actually, I kind of like it. I just got to get used to it. They got the steering thing is on the it's right between the seats now. It's a knob. So that just means that we're gonna pay twice as much money now to get it fixed if something goes wrong with it. I mean, all this technological stuff is cool, but I need me a stick shift, baby. I need something to grab a whole hand on and grab it and well, never mind. But I need a stick shift. I didn't realize I had a doorknob in there to change my gears. But it's kind of neat. It's kind of neat. But I still rather put my hands on something right there in the center of the thing, and grab it like a man. Grab that stick like a man and hit that clutch. Hit that clutch. Take it from 1 to 3 and 4 and 5, which however many speeds you got. Something about pulling that clutch, putting that clutch in, letting out that choke, letting out that brake, whatever, however we did it. I can drive a stick. Oh, yeah, I can still drive a stick. Now, if you can't drive a stick, then one can say that you really can't drive. You can drive. Anybody can drive an automatic. No, 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 no. If you want to know if you can drive or not, park your car on a hill going down and have a stick. Let's see if you can drive. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, if you want to, if you're gonna call yourself a driver, then you need to park your car on a hill. Okay, okay, and head it down. Okay, head it down, point it downward, and see if you can really drive. Now there are too many people out there right now, are up going up a hill, however you want to do it. But I know that most of you folks out there now cannot do that. Okay, I know most of you can. Okay, that's cool. So can you really call yourself a driver if you cannot drive a stick shift? No. Now that's like calling yourself, you know, that's like calling yourself a pilot and you've only watched the plane take off. I'm just saying. Okay. So if you can't drive a stick, now is there anybody out there with this? Hold. You can't be disagreeing with me already. Come on, who's this? Yeah. No, Friday. I'm here, bro. No, wait. Well, call me. I thought you were going to talk about the stick shift. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. What they call, actually, all lawyers can be called doctors. Technically. You know, I got a JD, which is doctorate of law. I don't think. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe I can get them out, but I got to go to the break right now. all conversation always be somewhat challenged, but well, he knows right, but he. I know, but I gotta go to a break, brother. Yeah. Yeah, well, tell me what he said because I gotta go. Alabama State University radio. They don't interrupt anybody. Okay. Well, listen, tell me later because I gotta go to a break right now. I know they called. I heard you going to talk about something else here. We'll be right back.
I've always gotten tons of UTI. Neither things ever worked for me, and I was desperate for you to be called, so I'm Jerry, CEO and founder of Eucora. We work with doctors who have access to urinary tract health models. Eucora is helping over 100 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/radio. That's UQORA.com/radio. I feel like Christian Care Ministry.
So right now, maybe the focus of years of research on future health care, but here's why. Not only is it open enrollment for a lot of people, it's also a time you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, switching to MediShare is $500 a month, which is a game changer for them. And this why they like it. MediShare has double the member satisfaction rate for the health insurance. Double. MediShare has proven thing for over 30 years. It's a Christian community with more than 400,000 members. And here's the thing, if you join before December 30th, you mentioned the promo code SHARE, you'll get another 10% off all 2024. That's 12 months of savings. So I'll give you the number here in a second. Call, you'll get a price from 200. Again, the deadline is soon. Call now, maybe even more. Here's the 855 51 5
I'm not your needed content. Today's tip for kids is parents, theories of handicraft and information to help your team stay safe. Be a good role model and tell us how to do it yourself. If rules for your team, wearing a seatbelt during only during the day and with a few distractions, including connecting to finally sure your team knows it is never okay to text you. For a safe tracking agreement with me, visit help.com.
At Smart Mortgages, Smart Mortgages. When it comes to your money, whatever you want to get smart about, you can find it at smartaboutmoney.org, a free online resource for the nonprofit National Endowment for Financial Education. Smartaboutmoney.org, the easy place to start when you want to get smart.
Listen to News Radio 1440 from the comfort of your car seat, comfort of your desk chair, or the comfort of your recliner at home. We are everywhere. On the radio, online, and on your smart home speaker. News Radio 1440.
Okay, they never get rid of the KP. I'm just saying. Never should have the KP. Yeah. Tell him, Teddy. What'd you do? What happened? What happened? I'm losing again. Oh, yeah. Down all over again. Ow! Mm. Looks like. All right, then. That's going to take me back. Take me back. Take me back. Yeah, good morning to you. It is time to rise and shine. It is time for the word of the day and the lesson of life. Lessons of life and how we're doing. The word of the day. Now, the word of the day means to caution, advise, or counsel against something, to reprove or scold, especially in a mild and good will manner. Okay? So, what is the word? The word is spelled ADMONISH. Okay? ADMONISH. And that word is admonish. Admonish, admonish. Okay? To caution, advise, or counsel against something, to reprove or scold, especially in a mild, good-willed manner. The teacher admonished him about the excessive noise that he keeps making in school. But she did it nicely. She didn't jump all up in front of the class. She just admonished him. So when you correct your children, sometimes you must admonish them, but do it in a mild and good-willed manner. Plus, my son smoked really now. If I didn't do it mild, you might take offense to me. So, I don't know if that's wrong. I don't know who this is calling me this one. Y'all, I don't know who take the question. Who's this? Yeah. All right, appreciate it. Now, the lessons of life part of this show is to impart to you things that others, myself, and people my age have learned as we go through life. I always tell people that the best way to learn is to learn from other people's mistakes. Because by the time you make it, it's too late. Now you got to learn the hard way. But the easy way to learn is to learn from other people's mistakes. Okay. All right, not taking any more calls. I'm so don't keep calling. I got things to do here. Got to get done. But anyway, but here's one that may cause you to think a little bit here. I hope it does. I hope it does cause you to think and reminisce of times gone by and dream of the times to come. But there's something that we all are going to have to do in life. And this, I think, is one of those things. If you live long enough, you will know. Everyone, absolutely all of us, need you have a good crop every once in a while. Not because you want to, it is because every once in a while in your life, you need to. There's no shame in pain, losing a loved one or anything like that. The shame would be if you go through life and you have nothing to hurt. And this time of the year, every year, it takes us back to our loved ones and the people that we've known coming up through our lives. And it always looks like this time of the year, somebody unexpectedly leaves us. And one of these days, that somebody will be us. And I don't know about you, but I hope I live a life somewhat that is worth remembering, if not just for a little while. That should be our goal, to do something worth being remembered for. So one more time. Everyone in their life needs to cry, not because they want to. It's because every once in a while in your life, you need to. There is no shame in faith. The shame would be if you have nothing to live for. And that is the lesson for life today. It is December the 20th. It is the 354th day. It was on this day in 1989, the United States launched Operation Just Cause, sending troops into Panama to topple the government of General Manuel Noriega. People say we had to win over there. But hey, what can we get involved in that? Well, soldiers are told where to go and who to fight, and that's what we did. In 1803, the Louisiana Purchase was completed as ownership of a territory formerly transferred from France to the United States, which I think is called the Louisiana Purchase. In 1860, South Carolina became the first state to secede from the Union as all 169 delegates to a special convention in Charleston voted in favor of separation. I think they still did separation. That's Alabama. 1864, Confederate forces evacuated Savannah, Georgia, as Union Major General William King Sherman nearly completed his march to the sea. In 1924, Adolf Hitler was released from prison after serving 9 months for his role in the Wehrmacht push. Whatever that is, never heard of that. 1963, the Berlin Wall was opened for the first time to West Berliners, who were allowed a one-day visit to relatives in the eastern sector for the holidays. In 1968, author John Steinbeck died in New York at the age of 64. 1987, more than 4,300 people were killed. Most of them didn't know about this. When the Dana Pass, a Philippine passenger ship, collided with a tanker Vector off Mindoro Island. I did not know that until yesterday. 4,300 people died in the ship. Wow. I believe that was more than the Titanic. 1995, right over the Midway. 1995, the American Airlines Boeing 757 en route to Cali, Colombia, slammed into a mountain, killing all but 4 of the 163 people aboard. Bosnia Herzegovina began its peacekeeping mission, taking it from the United Nations. The year was 1996. Carl Sagan died in Seattle at the age of 62. 1999, the Vermont Supreme Court ruled that homosexual couples were entitled to the same benefits and protections as wedded couples of the opposite sex. We're still talking about that. In 2001, the UN Security Council authorized a multilateral force for Afghanistan. The year was 2005, and federal judge ruled that intelligent design could not be mentioned in biology class in Pennsylvania's public school district, delivering a stinging attack on Dover area school board. And it couldn't be mentioned in biology class. Really? Well, who designed? Who designed everything? Seriously, who came up with the blueprint? How did they get here? You cannot grab oil from Caleb. Cannot do it. So you cannot grab something from nothing unless of course you're God. Then you can make something out of nothing. And that's true. But I'm just saying, what a dumb rule. So you cannot, and this is when a federal judge, for the Democrat, intelligent design should not be mentioned in biology class in Pennsylvania Public School District. What a stupid thing. Well, tell me where it all came from. 2008, a Continental Airlines Boeing 737 taking off from Denver veered off the runway in a ravine, injuring 37 people. Okay. Robert Mulligan died at the age 83, um, and he is also the movie director of To Kill a Mockingbird. Okay. In 2013, Russian President Vladimir Putin pardoned German tycoon Mikhail, no sense me trying to kill the guy's last name, who had spent 10 years in prison on charge of tax evasion and embezzlement. A federal judge struck down Utah's ban on same-sex marriage. And it was 2017. The House final congressional approval of a $1.5 trillion tax overhaul, the biggest package of tax changes in a generation, and the first major legislative achievement by President Donald Trump. And House and Senate Republicans warned of a potential backlash against an overhaul that offered corporations and wealthy taxpayers the biggest benefits. Now, listen, I don't have a problem with that. They make the biggest money. I mean, I don't know why we don't want to let some people who make a lot of money keep their money. I had figured out when I was there, it's my money. They like keep anything for me. I come to work, do my job, you pay me a couple dollars there, here and there, like we agreed. And I just don't understand why poor folks, you know what it is? Jealousy. Poor folks get mad at rich folks because they came up with an idea that they didn't come up with. Okay, let's just take Amazon, for instance. Everybody mad at Bezos. Well, Bezos came with an idea that started in his garage. In his garage. Now, I wish I had thought of that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wish I had come up with anything that'd make me a dollar. But I didn't. My brain wasn't advanced enough. Now I got an advanced brain, but not a whole lot of time. So I'm just saying, yeah. So let's stop getting mad. Okay, stop getting mad at rich people. Let them keep some of their money. After all, don't you want to keep some of your money? Me too. Okay then. Now, what are we celebrating today? Well, we're celebrating. Now, you guys don't remember the tubes that came into TVs back in the day. When you open the TV, there's a bunch of tubes back there. And they're called, I think it's called cathode ray tube deck. Those are the tubes going back to your TV and all that stuff. We're celebrating that we don't have to use those anymore. Dot your eyes day. Let's make sure you dot your eyes. Any day. Okay, for football games that's going to be on henceforth in a little while here. Go caroling day. Now, normally you don't go caroling when, well, you do. Yes, you do go caroling. It's not Christmas yet. So you go tonight, you can get out there and, I think we need I think we need a bunch of people around the old slave thing there. And we need to get down there, about 50 people down there and sing some Christmas there. Okay. Then I'll go down there by myself. Bring the spotlight. We come down there and do it. We got to hurry and get this together because Christmas is Monday. Let me see now. Mud Day. That's MUD. Don't know exactly what that means, but okay. How about National Greg Day? So if your name is Greg, Greg, today we celebrate you. Good morning, Greg. National Sangria Day. Don't know what that is. I think it's something to drink. It sounds like margarita to me, so I'm gonna go with it. I don't know what it is. Today is our Mayor's Day. It is National Stephen Day. So, I only know one Stephen. That's well, yeah, that's the mayor. So it's National Stephen Day. Now here's one Sacagawea Day. I don't know what that is, but okay. It sounds like it tastes good. I don't really know. Yeah.
No.
That's not what they eat.
No. No.
I heard the first no. I don't know what I did say. I didn't know what it was. I never heard of it. Sagawea. Sacagawea Day. Okay. Well, whatever it is. Whatever it is, its day is today. You guys hear that shit? Oh, she's on the dollar bill. What is it? Show back one?
No. Native American.
Oh, I don't know who it is. I ain't Native American. Even the Native Americans ain't Native American. They came from someplace new.
No, it didn't. They're here for thousands of years.
They still came from someplace.
Thousands of years.
That don't make no difference when.
Thousands of years.
It all started with a trip to America. And they probably wasn't called America then.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But so everybody came from someplace.
No.
Let me say that. Everybody came. Nobody started where they are.
Yeah, they did.
No, not they. No. It just came across the
Africa started in Africa.
The continent. Now, but at one time, the continent wasn't there.
What was that?
I don't know. God made it. I don't know what was there first. Then Earth came about. Bam. You know,
when people were made, where were they made?
In the cosmos.
Okay.
Okay. we had some swimmers, you know, that were living someplace to land.
Okay.
You know, so my dad and mom got together and they started swimming, and next thing you know, I came about. Yeah, everybody came from someplace else.
No, they didn't. You proved it.
I don't have to. Logic and reason dictate that nobody started where they are. No group of people started where they are right now. We all came from someplace.
Why? And how did they get there?
They walked.
They walked across the.
You know, you can walk from Alaska.
No.
All the way to Alabama. Yes, you can.
They didn't walk. No. There's a movement before.
But you can still walk from Alaska to Alabama.
That's Alaska.
Okay.
And now there's water between Alaska. Right. They walked across that water.
Yeah, now they had a passenger. Hey, we got shit.
Yeah. They had shit.
We figured out how to.
This is a nonsense conversation.
It isn't, because you're wrong. Everybody came from
Well,
someplace.
America's were a continent. People don't have. Okay, how did
where did the people come from?
How did the people get that food?
I think they walked again. I don't know.
You know where Australia is? They're separated by ocean.
Okay. But so is the United
They walked across the ocean.
But so is Hawaii. It's separated by the ocean.
Right.
Okay. And somebody figured out how to get there from there before they had airplanes. We really want to do it. Sure.
So they came from somewhere else.
Everybody came from someplace else. There's not anybody on this earth that didn't start someplace else.
Okay.
Well, I would say that if
so when did the Europeans come here? That's what makes
they got lost.
They got lost.
They were trying to figure it out.
So Hernan sort of was lost when he came out.
Most of them were lost. And what's their results too? Great damn Magellan. They all been lost. Anyway.
No dumb conversation.
We'll be back after this.
On News Radio 1440.
Everybody came from somewhere. You cannot prove that. And I can prove that.
You think that people don't come from Africa from somewhere else?
Sure, they came from someplace else.
Where did they come from?
We don't know that. That's not within our purview because where did the continent come from? It all came from someplace else. God looked out and saw there was a void in the land. He created all things.
You
don't have to believe it.
Yeah. But in other words, if you look at it, you don't know that. Very clear to see that. In other words, it has been tremendous you don't believe in it. The Sahara Desert is only 1,500 years old, or 15,000 years old. It's our real. Before it was a desert. You know,
I am happy about you that. As the vice decision that Colorado is clear. The Supreme Court has released former President Trump is not eligible to be on the state's Republican primary ballot because of his actions surrounding the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. Most public other people impacted by that. He did not consistently be voted. Having later the ruling takes the country into uncharted territory. The ruling will only apply to Colorado. Soon, United States has failed for us to accept the election law. But the Colorado Supreme Court is becoming start the process on which the United States Supreme Court is country. Mr. Trump is showing support from GOP presidential rival to take on the slogan. I think whoever people in this country decide, I don't think people can decide who actually one of the province has still removed its own name from the ballot in Colorado as the former president is involved. The ACLU sent its filed suit to stop Texas when enforcing Governor Abbott's newly signed law that would allow police to arrest undocumented migrants in the southern border. CBS's Marvin Fonte is in Google Chat, who reports that members of the U.S. Border Patrol have reached nearly 7,900 migrant applications a day last week. That's up an average of 6,000 in October. And on Monday alone, it says it approximately 11,000 migrants. After 5 years of elected prison, American military veteran Paul Gillen says he feels forgotten by the Biden administration. In a rare interview, he tells the BBC, known as the National Security Defense, which might have directions are actually. So we keep on back and forth. Nothing it's growing our women, our people. How much you know, people today, it's not. I know. That's what Nowadays, we treat and have settlement with the federal trade commission and facial recognition technology with an employee who fastly to traffic of stealing things and become a family friend and co-worker. In one case, match of commerce and employee took an 11-year-old baby. So the school and mother had to miss work. Managed to agreed not to use the technology for 5 years and delete the facial images which already collected. It's a 50% down swing. This is CBS News. Google job platform and hiring program. Indeed, as you schedule and conduct interviews, open and close. Starting detailed plans at your place. Hey, if you have a relative on this, you don't know the secret notes of the works to be done with the inside the life. You'll be going to need to get rid of it. You can take it. Jake said that last night was in trouble and then it stopped. You don't really know. He's positive. He was 7 years. He was a first teacher. He was well and he chose for everyone. He said you can do it, but nothing helps. And then it was just it was the only thing. In just a few weeks, his house was amazing. He's now walking around on it. You guys need to try this. And tell me this stuff. But you know what? You can't listen to what you want to do. You don't have to live with this anymore. You don't have to had put on that today to pick up small business. The president is expected to on his key economic plan, which he calls Bidenomics. We talk about how small businesses are procured and Bidenomics and how to meet with Secretary Corinne Jean-Pierre. We've seen 15 million applications where people want to start a small business. 178,000 of these applications are in Wisconsin, and that is because Bidenomics is
Chicago, Detroit, and New York. Most of them left Alabama because there was a job in education. And they went to the city. And you know what? Their culture wasn't just no. You think all black folks go But this is a something you make. All black folks want to do it. Why wine sugar? I'll be wine sugar. If all black folks got wine. No. Am I wine? It didn't make the news. Am I wine? Well, that's what makes me. You know what makes me? Rappers, athletes, and everything niggas. It's not really me. Who cares? Like John Lee, get in a fight with his girlfriend, man, he's big news. John Lee, the guy who Marvel, he's been that's the dumbest thing. Yeah. Who cares? That's him and his girlfriend. That's a domestic dispute. Who cares? It's big news. Well, this is multi-million-dollar contract. Hundreds of millions of dollars gone down the line. Here's the next, what was it? He was a coach. He's villain. He had about 10 movies lined up for him. Now some woman that starts lying. You get in a fight with your girlfriend, now you lose all those hundreds of millions of dollars. Everybody wants to be politically correct. He's the biggest villain in, because since Thanos, he was the new Thanos. And that's what makes you you mess up people's lives rather than say, let's walk here and make this money. Yeah. Well, what happened to me? There's always a woman that does these guys. You can be these, you can be a superstar in college, get this girl, she gets pregnant. Now, after you get famous and make all these millions of dollars, she sues you and leaves and get the money with the kids. It's a never ending story. So Leroy and Bubba raise their kid on $2,000 a month after paying everything. You make some money, and now they're charging $2,000 a week. Yeah. And you wonder why you gotta have that lifestyle. And you wonder why Joseph gets shot. Sometimes we better to be coach. Well, I ain't never better to be coach. When it's about money, that's where you have to have a prenup. I'd like to see. I ain't have to worry about a prenup. I ain't got no money. You got me. I know. I believe you. I'm 100 there. You're 100 there. Millionaires and billionaires and 100-naires. And sometimes 20-naires. Yeah, $20. Yeah, man, I got $20. Okay. Yeah, I ain't got $50. Millionaires. It's so funny. The baseball player that got on the third. Somebody tell me to give you a message. Okay, what's up? Okay. And you know what time it is? It's on Wednesday morning. You know who it's the first one, third Wednesday of the month, I guess. And Donald Jenkins is here to antagonize me. Yeah. But somebody told me to give you a message here right now. And I'm going to give a message to you because I couldn't think of this in 7 minutes. But it said, yeah. Have you studied Alfred Wegener's cognitive drift? Okay. Theory. It answers your question. What is the question? And then that's a theory. Well, sure do. Yeah. So I don't claim it to be actual information. That's a theory. So you know you really do. My theory is no better than history. Okay. What's a theory? Okay. Well, if someone is listening, and that goes to show you, some people just listen to find the fact. I am here, and I'll state it, and I state it every time I come. I am here to give my perspective. Yeah. My perspective is my point of view. My point of view is based on my perception. What I perceive of the information that I have and have been given. Mm-hmm. And your perception is your reality. Mm. That is my reality. What I perceive is what I believe. What you perceive is what you believe. Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It's just like the concept of the deity that people believe in. Whether it's Allah, whether it's Jesus, whoever. your perception of what you believe and what you believe that is yours. That does not mean the person who studies Buddhism is wrong. That does not mean the person who studies Islam is wrong. That means that their perception of what the deity that they believe in, that is their reality. You're neither right nor wrong.
Which one you believe?
What?
Which believe?
I just believe that there is a supreme power. It has no name. Well, it's not a personality, it's a spirituality. The material world cannot imagine the spiritual world because there are two different worlds.
Probably
so
true.
What we can relate to is person. There's a personage. You're not a person. Time ends when you die. So I can't say what happened in eternal life. You mean there is no body after you leave? Ashes to ashes. As a matter of fact, I'll give you speaking of ashes. Today is actually the day that we memorialize my mother. And I said memorial, we said funeral, because she was cremated, and there was a memorial service on the 20th of December last year. She died on the 13th. 7 days later, we had a memorial service that gave the relatives who could come for a memorial. It did not place any hardship on anyone involved with a funeral. There was no funeral car, there was no funeral procession. That is what I do, and that's what my thinking is doing, because after working with cemeteries for the last 30 or 40 years, I found out that it was a waste of money and time. Funerals and service and all that, and all of that money.
I don't necessarily disagree with you.
Right. But that's my perception. Now, there will be people who will call in and say, well, this is important. Well, it's important to you. It's not important to me.
Come on, do this.
Good morning, sir. No, that's a story. It's not a fact. It's a story. There's a story in that. It's a mythical story in that thing you call a Bible. Okay, go ahead. The Bible is not factual, sir. No, I have to stop you when you don't go further, and then you can say what you're going to say. Okay, and that's the theory that you believe. That is a theory, sir. No, it's not a fact. No, it's not a fact. Okay. Okay. Well, that's a theory. I said, okay. What do you want me to say? That is a theory that you believe. That is your belief. That is your perception. That millions and millions of people can believe something that's wrong. Majority of belief is not a fact. Yes, I believe that we're dinosaurs.
I don't.
Well, and Kevin doesn't. Okay. No, that's not. Where are you going? I mean, my point was you gave a theory, and I said, okay, that's fine. That's what you believe. Millions and millions of people can be wrong. Millions and millions of people in America believe that slavery was right. But did you hear what I just said? Right, you're right. And that's what it is, my POV, my point of view. Millions, sir, millions of people in America believe that slavery was right. Does that make it right? Yes or no? No, that's not. That's a fact. Millions and millions of people in the United States of America believe that slavery was right, that racial slavery was right. I said they did. Is that a fact, or is that me making something up? How many people were in America, sir? There were millions of slaves. Okay, so I said millions, right?
Okay then. Hey, listen, I appreciate that interchange there. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning, sir.
So, and of course, you don't think I've read the Bible. I've been okay. Okay. Well, let me ask you a question. Wait. Let me ask you a question. This one, I'm a man of logic and reason. You've read the Bible. I've read the Bible. The Catholics have read the Bible. The Lutherans have read the Bible. The Methodists have read the Bible. The Church of the Latter-day Saints have read the Bible. So the Universalist Unitarians have read the Bible. So I left a bunch of them out. So everybody's read the Bible and they don't agree. Okay, I'm just saying. All them people read the Bible and they don't agree. So what makes you think that what you believe matters to me? No, but what makes you think that what makes you think that your belief is any better than mine? Well, just answer the question. Why is what you believe? Why is what you believe more righteous than what I believe? Yeah, I hear you. Oh, yeah, yeah. I wish you stop trying to make your point to me. I just say what you believe. Stop trying to change my mind. It ain't gonna happen. I mean, I believe what I believe. You believe what you believe, and so stop trying to change my mind. It ain't gonna happen. Yeah, yeah. Okay, and listen, I think that's your opinion, and you are entitled to your opinion. But last time I checked, it don't have a hell or heaven to put nobody in. Okay, that's all I'm talking about. Okay, everybody. I don't believe. I believe that most people around coming, I love God, don't have a clue what that means. Okay? They have a feeling, but love is what you do, not what you say. 860-1440 is the number when you can I'll talk to you whatever on your mind this morning. Ed has a right to his opinion. Everybody's got a right to their opinion. Even Donald, who's wrong half the time. He has his opinion.
You were all right until you just made that statement.
But
You just repeated what I said before that.
What?
That your point of view is based on what you believe, your perception. That you, me, anyone.
Everybody.
Your point of view
Yeah.
is based on that.
Yeah. Sure. My
So
perspective,
your perspective is based on your perception.
It's based on what I perceive.
So I'm not saying you're wrong. I never tell any listener that they're wrong and they disagree with me. They may be with you. But what I'm saying is I'm giving a point of view, my POV. And you give yours. It is not an argument. And that's what we need to learn in America today. We need to learn to agree to disagree.
But you do believe even an individualistic point of view must be at least have a foundation of some logic and reason attached to it.
Everything is not logical.
What your opinion?
I tell you what, no, not necessarily. What you have is what you're calling logic. I don't know what your description of logic is. Okay, love is not logical because love says,
I would agree.
you know what love is? Love is unconditional giving. It's in the Bible we call it charity. Faith, hope, and charity. That's faith, hope, and love. They're interchangeable. But charity is unconditional giving. That's not logical. You have no conditions in which you give something. It's unconditional.
But
that's not logic.
But I think you do have a condition.
That is emotion.
If you give with the expectation of karma, for lack of a better word, it'll come back around to you.
No, that's automatic. Love has that automatic. You don't have an expectation that something is automatically going to happen. It may or may not, which is not logical. Which means you've made an investment without getting a return.
Good morning.
That's not logical. Great, how are you, sir? And that's your opinion. Well, it hasn't been determined yet. Until it goes in appeal to it doesn't. It's a new issue until it goes before the Supreme Court of the United States. That's the first step. So it's not wrong yet, if you're saying it's wrong. So let me ask you this, caller. What happens if it goes to the Supreme Court and the Supreme Court agrees with Colorado? Okay, and that's your opinion. Right. I don't know whether you can run or not.
They shouldn't be able to do
that. It's constitutional stuff. And this is an interpretation of the Constitution.
Which is probably wrong.
Well, it's an interpretation. And we will see. Let me ask you this, is the Constitution wrong?
Well, that's why they got an amendment process, because the Constitution has been found to be.
Well, this is an interpretation of the Constitution, okay? So we can't say it's right or wrong right now. Right now, their interpretation of the Constitution. Say what now? No, sir. Under no circumstances will I vote for Donald J. Trump. Because I feel he's a liar, a thief, and an autocrat.
Sound like the guy that's in there. Sound like he is just like the guy that's in there now.
That's what he's accused of by certain people, but there has never been a proof. He was one of the poorest senators up there.
Okay.
Always has been.
He ain't poor now. $50 million he worth.
Well.
So how did he get all that money being a senator? Yeah, I got you. Man. They're all crooks.
Okay. And that's your belief. I don't believe a man is a crook automatically.
Okay. Well, listen. Donald's a Democrat. He won't claim it.
I'm not a Democrat.
Yes, he is.
No, I'm not.
He won't claim it, but he's a Democrat.
No, I'm not a Democrat.
His philosophical opinions are Democrat.
No.
Yes, sir.
That is incorrect.
You going for a man who's a crook in the White House right now and blaming the other guy.
No.
He had his money.
Well, 91 charges. One of them going to be right.
They charged Jesus with doing something wrong. He didn't do it either.
Now you bring Jesus into it.
That's right. He didn't do it. So just because somebody say you did something doesn't make.
So we're talking about the law.
Now, and you must be proven guilty.
That's right.
And he's not been proven guilty of anything.
Accusation.
That's right.
So he has to prove it.
Right. You got to prove. They got to prove his guilt.
No,
you got that constitution.
No, well, the trial he's on now, he has to prove it.
And that's a civil trial.
Yeah, he has to prove his innocence.
People can sue you over Hampton.
Okay. So he has to prove that he proves it. What he's charged with.
If there ain't two people on that ballot and it's Biden and Trump, I'm going to Trump one time.
Well, you don't think he's a fraud?
I think the one's in is a fraud.
Well, I'm asking you. No, we're not talking about the one. The question is, is he a fraud?
Not when it comes.
Did he commit fraud?
No, he did not. No,
when you lie about something,
that's a fraud. They told a lie that he told a lie.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, and you get to think.
In other words, did he lie about what was the size of his penthouse in New York?
No.
You didn't lie. Now they have a paper that says this is what you said.
He gave his perception.
That's not what counts.
It is.
That was fraud.
It gave.
Now you can measure that. That's not your perception.
Hey man, you say
that's a measurement. Your measurement is not a perception.
Good morning, who's this?
That's reality. That's logic and reason.
Good morning. Well, I got it on my list, on top of my list, but I think You talking about the council override? I mean, wouldn't override his veto about the health about. Well, it did. There was no political capital either way on this deal. So it's easy to cross over one when there's nothing, when there's no negative consequence. The negative consequences the most. So it don't take bravery, okay, to swat a fly because there was no
To people who do not know what you guys are talking about, be specific on what you're saying.
Listen, let me take this break. We'll come back. We'll talk about this, but easy to go on the other side when there's no consequence. Okay, and not a problem. We'll do that.
Because you have it on.
And then somebody complained about nobody came out to ASU last night to watch the basketball game because LeBron James' son was out there.
Well, LeBron was
right. And I ain't going to see him.
Well,
I want to see rich people. Well, I need to be somewhere trying to get rich.
LeBron just got to make his own way.
Exactly. Get that yet. To play basketball. I don't know why you keep calling my cell phone. No, you didn't call the 323-0042. Oh, well, I guess I didn't look. So call that and I'll put you on hold. Everyone. Yeah. Right. Me and Trump gonna ride out to the sunset together.
There you go. That's what we're talking about.
He'll be rich,
Hey,
and I'll be broke.
hey,
But
do it.
so when we get to the right street, I go this way. We go that way.
You'll be right.
And why y'all New Roads give Biden a pass when he was obviously prejudiced when he said he didn't want his kids to go to school with them black folks. I don't know why black folks give. He's overcome. Well, also, so Trump can't overcome.
Look, if they forgave George Wallace.
Exactly. Exactly. Y'all
remember George Wallace.
So this ain't got nothing to do with this got something to do with if Trump was a Democrat, ran as a Democrat, all these Negroes would be so much talking about you didn't do it, he didn't do it, don't just mad because he ain't a Republican. Okay.
He talks like a Democrat.
He is. I think he's a Democrat,
like a Democrat,
but he couldn't win as a Democrat.
He talks like the Democratic Party before it became Republican Party. That's all it is. The Dixiecrat. Let me ask you this: Who has Alabama voted for president for the last 6 years?
Republicans.
Who was the last Democrat they voted for president? I don't know. No. Who was the last Democrat that they voted for on the presidential ticket? I don't know. Know what ticket it was? From Thurman and the guy that was running for president under the Southern Democratic ticket.
And black folks supported Storm?
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They never supported Storm.
If they voted for a Democrat,
they never voted for him. Yeah, no, they haven't. They didn't vote for him. No, they didn't. No, they voted for him. There used to be two factions in the Democratic Party. There used to be two factions in the Republican Party. You had liberal Republicans and you had conservative Democrats. The Dixiecrats were the conservative Democrats.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, everybody. Hope you find you well. What happened? Let me go. Let me go to the phone right quick. See who is on the phone from some part of Alabama, some part of Montgomery. I think it's Pastor Steve Ken Austin from MAP, Ministry About People, and he is looking for some help doing a couple of things. So, good morning, Pastor Austin. What's up? Mhm. Okay, so let me just clarify. This is Pastor in Austin from the Mercy House and MAP, Ministry of Our People, and they're located over there on Delano Street, which is where the WSFA old building used to be. And on Christmas Day, they're allowing people to come down there and have a full course meal. The kids are able to pick a toy. And what's going on is that some parties have happened over the years, just not being able to this year. So we're asking you guys to just go to the store, Walmart, wherever you go, pick something up, and take it by MAP, Ministry of Our People. And so on that day, for those kids whose parents couldn't do it for whatever reason, they are able to walk in there, get some food, have a dinner, have Christmas at MAP, like the Ministry of Our People, and they get to pick a toy. So what we're asking you to do is between now and Sunday, okay, Christmas ain't till Monday. Between now and Sunday, you can take it over. Is there a number somebody can reach you and if somebody will give you something they can't get over there? Is there a number they can reach and call you? Anybody else? Mhm. And what is the age of the people that you are looking for presents for? Mhm. Okay, so that's mhm. Yeah. Right, 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 right. Okay. Well, that's it. Now. Okay, so if they get a toy, they can bring it over to the MAP, Ministry of Our People, and it's located in there. What is the actual address? Okay, 12 East Delano. Okay, oh, that's on. No one I couldn't find. I kept going down Norman Bridge the other day, one day. That's why I couldn't find it. It's on court. Okay. I really, you know, okay, so that's enough. This number, if you want to give me a call, if you got something maybe you know, 398-0467. That's 398-0467. That's how those kids out. And the older kids too. I don't really know what they like. I mean, I don't know. About the big things here, like, okay, yeah. You don't have drive on it. I'm good. Okay. Well, listen, we'll keep this up every day um, until until I mean, we'll keep us going for the next couple of days. Keep it over there. Ministry about people, which is Delano Street, which is a building, which is on the corner of Court and Delano. If you get enough stuff, again, we can just go to pick it up. Um, Delano Street, Right. 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 So we only ask them, we can bring something for a child, or the little kids always get something. If it's wrapped in plastic, we won't. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see your boy on Facebook all the time. Going to Green Eye or wherever else he be going, but he's doing all right. Doing all right. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Well, you remember when they were really, really okay. All right, listen, we'll keep going on. We'll call back tomorrow around 10:30 or something like that, and just to give us an update. We'll keep going from there. Um, and well, that's what we're going to do. That, the history about people. Again, one of these kids who is one of the people who says what he means, what he says, and does what he calls to do. He's been doing it a long time. So again, history is you gotta read history. We have 046. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. That's Ministry of Our People, and that is over there in that's over there in the old building old WFA on TV. You don't have to see it years ago to remember that well. Anyway, let's take a break an hour and we'll come back. It is knowledge there. Also, we want to talk about what happened. Somebody crossed the other side from the other side, whichever side that is. And so, also, to go and you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay a toll. Anybody can be broken together. I'm brave. Although I don't blame them. Listen, if you get your insurance, I mean, it just like when I took 65, they told me, "Oh, you can't come on base no more." They promised me I could. But on the back of that card, that ID card, it has when you hit a certain age, you can't come out. I never looked at that. Yeah, you can call it on that. You call it Medicaid. No, it's not the same government. But I go to VA, but I think I think that's the my son did. Oh, you
2 years straight. So now you can only go to the VA. Right. So you Medicaid, well, they get this in the car. I mean, you may take out. You opted out.
I opted out and taking that on my money. I don't Medicaid with A and B related, and I don't have the C. That's what you can't do. You can't put C.
I think it was full 170.
Yeah. So basically, they take $200 from the check, which they barely give me any money now.
Yeah, but well, you don't really depend on it.
No.
You pay, and that's not much for you to talk about.
No. But you only get $900 a month. You trying to pay your rent, about the water. They take $200 of the $9, it's $7. I guess I make enough money. Because mine was only 9 something if you take it early. I took it early.
Wow. Well, see, I don't know what you had taken out. Yeah. It's according to what it's based on what you had taken out.
What you made, yeah.
Work.
Yeah.
So,
and I never
you didn't never really have much taken out when you were working. Right? Okay. So this just showing up. But it's really just a system. So, you should be able to take care of yourself.
Well,
that's true. Just a little extra.
Right.
But really,
well, there are those.
Yeah, and that's those who've been in that poverty level.
Yeah.
Hey. No.
Look at the man and say, Lord, I want to be poor.
What makes you poor is what's
well, that's
not what you make it for. Because I know people that made money on wages and did very well out there because it was what they spent.
It's 7:48 in the morning. Just a little folks out there. Okay, so evidently the city of Montgomery and the mayor, they decided to put our retired employees, our former employees, in a different system. Which, it's weird that our city council stands by a veto of the mayor, but on this one they did. And it's 5-4 vote. The Montgomery City Council upheld Mayor Stevens' veto against the ordinance and stopped the change of providers for Medicare eligible retirees. I'm talking here, it's veto against the ordinance that stopped it. Okay, so they are going to change. Okay, a large group of city of Montgomery retirees left this round, they'll get over it and betrayed by that vote. Well, things change, and that's the only thing about older people sometimes. They're not taking insurance away. They're probably going to give you a substandard one, but that's what it is. The city's got to save money. We keep wanting more and more and more and more of this, we want more of this and more of that. Well, somebody's got to pay for it. And as a retiree, you do qualify for Medicaid, Medicare, for everybody 65. So you can access whatever that Medicaid, Medicare, that card, whatever you use it. So it's not that they leaving you. I mean, Blue Cross and Blue Shield, to be honest, Blue Cross and Blue Shield is high as hell. Okay, let's just tell the truth. It is. I got folks right now who works down here on High Street who their cost of their insurance is almost half of their check. Okay, not on right there. Adam. I got complaints from people who work for them. This thing that's they have to. That whole community act. Some of the folks who work for community access, every time it goes up, they puts a big dent in their check. So insurance is high, and I think they got good insurance, and it's high. So the city can save a couple dollars, and y'all want trash picked up, you want this picked up, you want that picked up. So many things everybody wants to do. It costs money, so somebody's got to pay the freight. I mean, and just so you know, that the basement, I stroll in there getting something done. He said, "Whoop, you too old, brother. What you come think I can have it the rest of my life?" Yeah, in this can, but you can't. Okay, you got to go to Medicaid or Medicare or whatever. You got to go VA or something like that, and
So again, you got to leave room for young folks to actually fight the war. Yeah. So once you get a little reason behind it, you understand why they're doing it. So, yeah. So I'm not yeah, I'm not upset at the last night. But then again, there's no political consequence for the United States. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. Good morning, sir. I was waiting for you out there. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're not telling us on this radio this morning that you believe there has been yes against old folks using the Trump Center because they went up against the mayor. You're not. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. And have we found that to be the case? Yeah. So let me ask you, so doctors in America can actually turn down Medicare? I'm talking Medicare. It's Medicaid is for the disabled, right? Isn't Medicare for the elderly?
They can ju- Now, no, well, who's it for? Where are we in both of them? But that's state.
That's Medicaid and Medicare are two different things.
Right.
So your question is, we're talking about this one, Medicaid, Medicare.
Medicare. Right.
Medicare would be the entire.
But if you're 65, you got Medicare anyway, so they can turn that down. So where we going? If the doctors don't take
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So you think the two are tied together? I'm just asking you. You think that the election had something to do with what mayor's choice was, timing, or what you think? So you don't think it was a realization of whether because I don't think the election had anything to do with the plastic bags with the lead. That's a similar situation that happened after the election. So are the two tied together?
Well,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So in other words, you're cynical about anything that the mayor does is based politically and not for the good of the people.
We have got to take a break. Appreciate the call. We got to go. We'll be back.
Well, that's just cynicism. Like I said, that's just cynicism. That's a belief. Right? In other words, that's his perception.
But now, if he is the articulate financial guy that he keeps telling that he is, he must have known about this before the election.
Right.
So why not just make that part of your platform that you're going to save the city money by doing it rather than holding on. Rather than
who are you talking about? The mayor?
Yeah.
No, I mean that it wasn't. In other words, there are issues that come up that you deal with. And you deal with. In other words, in the first term, there were things that he was doing, and now in the second term, there are some things that he was doing. And it wasn't an issue to bring up for election.
Right. I didn't know doctors could turn down.
In other words, it's an administrative issue. And the only reason it's an issue for you right now is because someone who's close in it gave you information that they believe. Now, 99% of the folks on this don't even care. It's just a small percentage of the area that interact with this know. We're just making, and he said himself what he said. Let's just call that what it is. If he believes, that's it. Now he said himself, he personally believes these things that the mayor said is good. Oh, very good. You don't do that commercial anymore here. News? Well, one of them. Yeah, I don't, they don't notify the time, dude. I guess they didn't get enough of my hell. Oh, my audience, hell, everybody needed. Oh, well. Sometimes blood pressure. Yeah, I don't think we did. It's a mechanism. As opposed to they didn't leave me here to be to come all the stuff called bill. That's what they say. Everything can be rectified. I'm thinking that's what all medicine comes from. Natural. And it comes from something based on something that's synthesized. Okay, we're back. Good morning. Hope this day finds everybody well. I can tell who are some doctors in my family that are not the police. But I don't know. Dr. Underwood is the only one that I knew. And there was a surgeon. What was his name? Well, you know what? Yeah. That's a danger zone into that because I could name people, but then again, I was criticized. Well, that's true. So that's, why did you advertise him on that thing? Yeah. So to avoid that, yeah, there are ones who are listening to you. So there are, in other words, there are black doctors. Okay. They don't say they're black. No, I realize that. Here. But it does seem, according to what I've heard, it does seem that the doctors who don't take Medicaid or Medicare. Let's not go there. I know where you're going. Yeah, don't go there. And I'm sitting here. I don't want anyone to say that I said that over the radio. Okay, I probably not. You know, you didn't say it. I'm not saying it either. But again, I keep hearing some people tell me that doctors don't take. I thought it was. There are doctors who take your income. No, we need to know it. We need to know who they're there, and you have to be into it. This is an argument from a small group of people that you have here now. Right. But the larger group of people out there know that there are doctors. Yeah, did you have a problem? But hey, that's better than me. Anyway, yeah. Hey, TikTok 14. There are doctors who will take care of you. They're there. There are more doctors who will take care of you than doctors who will not. How about that? All right, look on it. No matter what. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Good morning. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. I know. I mean, a lot of. Well, now the Crump Center is not a. It's not a. That's not considered. Is that? Okay. Specializing in older individuals. Old folks. Okay. Well, yeah. I'm glad to be in that group, and the group is gone. Actually, used to be in high school.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't have a problem being a appointment. Matter of fact, my good friend Sylvia Shelby, I know she was one of the things to help get that place up and go small before they come to me. So yeah, I'm and they kept telling me to come down, but I said when I get old I will. Yeah, yeah, I mean, and these have debates now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But if nobody wants, but why should you have to buy supplemental to get medication? You know, just they take half, they give you a little bit of check, and then they take money out of the check. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I got that part, and I guess you should. The old folks. I get that's true. But like I just sent me a thing right now that says if you don't pay that $170 out your Social Security, uh, you pretty much got a card that's useless. Come on. Because you can't really get nothing that you
The
need.
best thing to do is prevention is the best thing.
Sure.
You don't get sick.
Okay.
Try to prevent that.
Okay.
But there are people who have conditions, pre-existing conditions.
Yeah, well, I agree with you, but it's like diabetes and stuff like that. I wasn't trying to get it. If somebody had told me that it made me sick 20 years down the road, I wouldn't have drunk so many of them. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Appreciate it. I didn't know I was going to get sick drinking Dr. Pepper that many Dr. Pepper. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I've never heard of. I never heard of. Never heard of him either. So I guess I haven't been that sick to know these doctors. So,
There you go.
so I guess yeah, I just don't know. Well, I didn't know. I don't go. I go to the VA, and everybody's name is Patel. I mean,
And that's a racist thing.
it may be that's what it is. Yeah. Hmm. Right. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So bottom line, that little red, white, and blue card, whatever the hell the color it is in my wallet, don't really mean a lot pay that $170 to get the additional thing, the joke. Yeah. I, I, I don't. Right. I told him give me my money back. Right. But at the end of the day, all these right. But at the end of the day, as all these people coming on television talking about you can get this free, get this card for $3,000. All that only happens if you surrender that $170 a month. Because if you don't surrender that money, but you lose $200 a month. But you lose $200 a month on your Social Security.
No, you don't. You're not losing.
It's $170. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll try to do that because I'm all confused. No, but you're not 65 yet, are you? You're not 65, are you? Okay. I'm just saying,
Merry Christmas to you.
Saying, unless you're 65, you don't feel our pain. Good morning. Who's this?
Pain.
Good morning. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. On what? Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you know what? Now, wait a minute. There is some. Here's what I think he means. And this is my problem too. Maybe those are not quite the best political words to use, but there does seem to be. I got a newspaper article yesterday. Even in Birmingham, half the kids are not showing up for school. There is something in the philosophy that we are, in our leadership philosophy, that is not motivating our people, our young folks, to do the things they need to do. And this crime in our cities, our major cities, there is something amiss in the philosophy. I, there's a lot of truth to that. Mm-hmm. 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 Football. Oh, really? Yeah, well, I hear you. Mm. Well, human beings are, human beings are prone to fail.
Caller, can I say this? I think a lot of people are buying into a false narrative. Here's what I'm of an age where I remember when the best public high schools in Montgomery were black.
So what happened?
The best.
So what happened?
They did away with it. The best public high school in Montgomery was Lab High.
Okay, what happened?
It was the #1 public school in Montgomery.
And what
it
happened?
had a black principal. It had black teachers.
We had standards.
And you know what happened to
We
that?
had standards.
All of those best teachers went to white schools. When they closed Lab High down, they went there.
When they closed the Booker T. Washington, the best teachers went to white.
And why did they do that?
That's because you asked for desegregation. You lost the best athlete. All the best athletes at Lee and Jeff Davis in 1968, 69, 70 came from Booker T. Washington.
But what about now? Why can't we have the same atmosphere?
But I'm saying we had the best athletes. We had the best students. We had the best everything. Behind us, all of a sudden, black leadership is bad.
What happened to us now? We got boys wearing girls' dresses.
That has nothing to do with it. Leave that out. We've always had that.
No,
Leave that
we
alone.
have not.
Let's not get into that. That's a white folks thing. Look, we've always had homosexuality and all of that. And we didn't talk about that. That wasn't an issue.
Oh.
It has never
Y'all
been
didn't
an
talk
issue.
about it.
No, it wasn't an issue. Homosexuality was never an
We
issue.
don't care about homosexuality. Care about it. But when
LGBTQ wasn't an issue in the black
doesn't matter.
community.
But
That's a white folks
But
problem.
when we promote that over education,
No, here's
we
what.
are.
No,
right.
it's not being promoted over education in Carver
Yep.
or any other public school. That's
Then
not.
why do we have over 50%?
That's what you pay.
Why do we have over?
No, the best students in Montgomery go to the private school, whether they're black or white.
That's right.
The best
That's
go
right.
to private school.
And if public school had the same standard, we could do the same thing.
Well, you've taken all the best out.
We can make those in there
Which
better.
means the best students had the best parents.
We can make them more better.
No, you can't. You cannot make bad school
I'm
good
sorry.
with bad parents.
There's no such thing as a bad school.
Yes, it is.
It's bad people.
Bad parents.
No.
That's where it comes from. And you know what?
I'm
We
not
get
buying
in this argument all the time.
I'm not
And
buying
we'll illustrate by me saying the problem in the country are the parents. Bad parents.
When we go to the military, we got
Let me ask
bad
you this.
parents.
What
We
is
got,
it?
we got bad
Okay.
parents, bad
Let me
everybody,
ask you this.
and they make a
And
team
I'm
out.
not seeing it out, but I have to. What is the difference between that and the average public school?
Discipline and standards. Discipline
Set by who?
by the administration.
And an agreement by whom?
The administration.
The parents.
Right. But even if the parents
There's a zero tolerance policy
I got you.
for disruptive parents at a private school.
Right, but even if the parents are bad,
No.
they'll take the kids and send them home.
We'll take them
I'm
out.
all for it. I'm
If
all
you got
for
a
it.
bad parent,
So why can't you go to public school?
You can't put them.
Who said there's no law that says you can't put them?
They put them out for bad parents.
I never just put them on bad behavior. You cannot do it. They give you, now they give you an IEP.
You know, and that's what an IEP is not what you say.
I read it yesterday. It gives certain rights and privileges to kids who are deemed, quote unquote, deemed.
And that is a special group of individuals.
Sure is. Badass.
No, not all the time.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
But most of them.
Because I know people who have
Most of
had an IEP, and they were not bad students. They just had mental problems, mental deficiency.
Okay. Why would you go to school for all the IEP kids? I'm just saying.
There's a way to integrate them into the school. An IEP is not what you think it is, because I know.
I just read it yesterday. I tell you what it was. I just read it.
Forget that. In other words, I have dealt with
As a matter of fact, if you go,
you don't know what you're talking about.
If you can go to the high school at 21 years old, I'm wrong.
Look, I'm telling you, an IEP is not what you think it is.
I read it yesterday from the government.
What do you mean they're bad?
I'm saying they're bad, but they're used in order to excuse the behavior of a bunch of kids.
No, not exactly.
Okay, not exactly. But not exactly means you ain't getting rid of it.
Not exactly. IEP is a way to integrate a student who has problem learning.
But why do we need to integrate it? Why do we need to integrate it? Here, Jay, why do we need to integrate it? It's located all over there. That's not true. Right.
That's all that means.
Right, but
That's all.
But the problem is, if you got, right, but if you got 5 people in your classroom
So in other
with
words,
an IEP, and now you got to spend so much time with these 5,
yeah,
you don't have to spend much time with
yeah,
these.
bad, and they don't have an IEP.
Well, that's true too.
That's the problem. It's
But
not, but you see what you're doing. What you're paying with a brush.
yeah, because we have taken bad behavior and now categorize it as a unit, ADHD. Because we are taking boys and turning them into girls.
I don't know who did that. I didn't know that.
Yesterday, I listened to a doctor who said, what they're doing to our kids with these young they're picking boys because they have testosterone, they have energy, they give them diagnosis of ADHD, and now you got them on medication. Okay, and they're over medicated. I just so, and there's the parents of the all they can do is say, we're medicating, and that's what you have. That's the one you're talking about. When I got here, they make all the kids like crazy for the check. Because we gotta
I'm going to tell you what. Here was the difference. When I was in school, we had you were the smartest dude, the most active because exactly. So then, if the teacher figures out, okay, I need to go ahead and speed it up for him. He'll work that. And then work it slower. That's all he did. That is make me work hard.
But that doctor,
but then, well, see, now what they do because you have so many kids. See, I was in a private school, so I got a smaller class, and the teacher recognized right away me and several other guys. You know, we were just mischievous and and then we couldn't embarrass them because they would say, "Okay, Jenkins, let's answer that question." Right away because I already got it anyway. So they can't say you're dumb, and so. But they don't work with these. Like it takes a lot to work with them. They have too many of the things. They have mental problems.
So why don't we just have a school for people with issues? I don't understand. It disrupts the learning environment for everyone.
You know what? We had a school like that. It was called Mount Meigs Industrial School.
Yeah.
Miss Davies could take any student she wanted. If it was a student that a teacher said was disruptive, Miss Davies would take them out to Mount Meigs Industrial School. Mount Meigs Industrial School had a farm that every kid worked on. They had workshops that every kid had to learn a skill, whether it was auto mechanics, whether it was carpentry, painting, or something. They had to learn a skill, and they had to go to class. They were happy to go to class because when you were out of class and you were awake, you had to be working or you had to be. And it was more, and you had to play a musical instrument. You know why why you play a musical instrument? Because if you learn music, that's mathematics. The concept is the same thing as mathematics. So all the students who were good in music were good in mathematics. And that helps you everything. So it's like another language. You're understanding another abstract language. Now that's, you know what happened? When we had desegregation, they moved it into the department, and sort of like the Department of Justice juvenile system, everything changed. They said, no, you can't do it like that.
We all let it happen.
No, well, not we let it happen, that was the law. That's desegregation, we changed everything.
And no child left behind. I know who told George Bush.
You know what? Kids my age didn't go to a hospital. I went to Mount Meigs. And Father Mike, the place out there for him. That's how Father Mike, home for boys stuff. Kids my age, I remember, knew about 5 guys that went from Mount lot of money. All of them are doing very well now. They're working. And there is a such.
All I know is we taking our boys and turning them into something and giving them a diagnosis.
That is overdone. I agree with you on this. And what I'm saying is that is the problem in the public school system now. Don't get that in front of you. Now, watch this. In the public school system, like I say, mountains were a endowment. In that endowment, there were 30% that go to kids with learning disabilities. They have kids, it's a public school. So they have special mountains for kids with disabilities. They don't have IEP. They have a special, they don't put them on medication. What they do is work, but they have an endowment that is more than the endowment of Alabama State University, which is a college.
I'm just trying to figure out how in the world all these kids made it with all these pills and all these diagnoses.
Well, it's easier to do that. It's easier to medicate. That's the easy way out.
We didn't really have to do all this, Chris. I mean,
it's the easy way out.
Now that I look back, I had a bunch
of in other words, it's the easy way out. Yeah. And you don't have a lot of the students. Desegregation is the worst thing that is happening because that means that the best who would normally be in that school, they're no longer there.
And we're back. 860-1440. Let's go to the phone, see who is there. Another day above ground. Let me see who this is here. Good morning. Thanks for holding. Yes. Well, I ain't got no problem with it. I ain't got no problem with it, Jimmy. Say again? I didn't hang it. You didn't have me. I just put it on my phone so good. What did you do?
Pay the bill.
Yeah,
I know it is.
Oh, well, I guess, yeah, I didn't cut it. No, I guess. 860-1440 is the number here. We can call to talk to you. If you want to give us a call, there are many things to call. I don't know, insurance, I don't know. I never had to deal with it. So, although we do have TRICARE, which is sort of like an insurance that the military provides. We pay for it, it's not their fault. But evidently, some people don't have to take that either. I guess so. You pay all this insurance, they'll tell you who is and who isn't going to take it. Therefore, you might want. So I guess Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the Cadillac of all insurance companies, right? Everybody takes it. You just got to be able to afford it. Yeah, I called the office up there to get money. They want to show up. I'm trying to get off a little bit of everybody, but some of you just don't want to come on the radio. Explain to us why things work the way they work. I was wondering. But anyway, 860-1440 is the number here. You want to give us a call, let me talk to you whatever on your mind. I found out yesterday in Birmingham, they got 50% of the kids don't come to school. We got the same problem here in Birmingham. 50% of the kids don't come to school anymore. Why is that? Is that a cultural thing? Why is that? They don't come to school. But I think parents love their children. Look, most of them do.
Let me tell you this. And let's keep it real. Jefferson County has the worst school system in Alabama and the best school system in Alabama. Yeah. They're both in Jefferson County. There are about 10 or 13 school systems in Jefferson County alone. Okay? Now, the best school system in Jefferson County is Mountain Grove. Mm-hmm. The worst school system is Birmingham. If you look at the difference, it's the parents. You can go to every one of those schools. Look, that's one county. Look, yeah, pull it up.
I agree with you saying statistics, but I'm not buying that parents somehow don't care about their kids.
They don't.
I just don't believe that.
And you don't believe that because you don't want to. There are look, I look at them all day, and you look at them and don't even realize it. If a parent goes up to a school and curses the teacher out,
Right,
that parent does not care.
You didn't put her in jail.
Okay, so do you know there are parents like that?
Sure, I've seen
Okay, does that parent care?
Don't know, but
I know.
they're not very intelligent.
There you go. So you have a lot of those, and that's the extreme. I gave an example.
Right.
So there are parents who are not parents. They're just merely people who had children. Okay. It was two adults, or supposedly adults, got together and produced a child. That does not make a parent. A parent is a person who does the things to guide the child. There are thousands and thousands of people out there in Montgomery who do not know what to do with a child. They have a child.
But every parent
No,
is in that position.
No, they're not.
If they've never had any kids before, they don't know how to do
Look,
it.
you've seen it. If you've never seen it, look, there are parents who in certain places, in certain apartment complexes, and I don't want to name any particular one, it would make me saying apartments of air. There are children who have never seen a positive role model in their life. All they know is the guy who has a big car with the rims on it, he's a drug dealer. That's what I want to be. The guy who's on television playing basketball is stupid. That's what I want to be. All their examples of what positive is are actually the negative.
What about those kids who are doing wonderful things academically?
In spite of it.
Right.
That is
But
so we need
group,
to commend them.
But every group has those people.
But we don't. What we hear about are the negatives. We very rarely hear about the child that despite what is going on around him, that child gets his lesson, he's obedient. No, we don't. That's what you're supposed to do.
And the
anyway.
common denominator is they go to an environment that has discipline. Regardless of what the parents do.
No, it's called home.
Look,
your child, well, I'll give you a perfect example. You're a perfect example. Yeah. Your child comes out of an environment where there's discipline and there's a certain way for the child to go. It doesn't matter what happens at school because he comes back home, whether it's to you or to his mother.
Okay, so
what makes the difference is the parent. If 99% of the children at that school had parents like you and your wife, those kids who are disruptive would be the same as yours.
So let me ask you. Does that mean that the school that your child goes to has to put up with, if your parents are not parents, they're not being parents, then why not send the child out of the environment for you not to disrupt the environment? There's what
Who makes that decision? And where do they go?
Nobody makes
Where would you put disruptive?
I don't care where they go.
But that is the problem. You don't care.
I don't care where they go.
If you cared what happens to the children, you have to care whether they're good children or bad. You do. What happens to them? I care. There are children who are disruptive. They don't have parents who can help them. What can we do with them?
Well, now, okay.
You know what? We're already building prisons for them. We're building the most expensive prison in the world for those kids who are acting a fool right now.
Okay.
That's our answer to it.
Good morning on there. Yes. Pretty good. Mm-hmm. 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 And that is one of the most odd things about this insurance program. So if your teeth get hurt, your teeth get bad, or you cannot see, if you don't have the money to pay for that, you just don't have any care. Mhm. Mhm. If you have a social security, you ain't getting no, that's $50 a month that, yeah. Mhm. Mm. Mm. It sounds too complicated. It just sounds so complicated. Yeah. Hmm. Well, that will happen when you get older. Yeah. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a young 65. Oh, wait a minute. I ain't 65 no more.
You're doing fine. How are you doing? And thank you for calling in because, and I don't think Kevin was listening to what you were saying, but I think a lot of the listening audience heard what you said. All he's hearing is, they take you $200.
All I know is that you don't get most of that crap unless you give up your $200. That $170 they taking from you. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm. So you almost got to be living outside to get that
No.
on the ground.
Mm. You're not listening.
Listen, I tell you, I need to
But I
get you,
think the
I need to
audience,
get you down here and we can
hey,
have this conversation again because every time I see the TV, either Joe Namath or Jimmy Walker, talking about you get this and you get that, and you got to give up your $170. Yeah. You may qualify. And I can't figure out what area I live in's got to do with whether or not I qualify. Okay, okay, okay. That's all it is. They don't never tell you got to give up that $170.
caller, schedule a date that
Yeah,
you and
because
Kevin
I got
can
to
talk
call
about this extensively, where he can ask the question and callers can ask the
because they
question.
bend you over with that
And, and,
$170 they take from you.
and for disclosure, he's my agent. So,
That's, that's a long time ago. I got to take my last break, man. But we're gonna put you on for a minute. I got to go to my last break in an hour. I still say you don't up that $170, you don't
well,
get probably nothing. We'll be
we
back.
have that show. We have that.
Down there.
Yeah, that would be a great show. Have him on. Look,
Like,
yeah.
I listen to Jimmy Walker and
Have,
Joe Namath talking about get
okay,
this,
good,
you
good,
get
good, good, good. Hey, have him on so he can explain what that is that you want. And I think you got a little.
That's a marketing play. I know that.
Well, I think if you have him on, he can explain all of the different things. What are the things?
And it all costs you $170 a month.
That's all you keep talking about, $170,000. Okay.
And they act like they're giving you something. They're not.
Look, right now what you hear is this is where everyone has a choice of what people are turning 65. Right. Saying you have a choice of what you want to do, blah 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 blah. There are choices you have. And that's where you need to have a to understand what are the choices for you.
They cost you. The choices cost you.
You know, I don't know how to explain things. You have a VA on certain things, but there are people who have a VA and they have Medicare. And that's because there are things that don't cost you if you qualify. Right. Now you have to know what you're qualifying. You're making it too general. You keep saying
I know nothing's free. Nothing's free.
Here's the deal, and you believe it. Private insurance is insurance companies are in business to make it.
I understand that. That's why I don't like government on TV act like what we have.
The government has a plan where you are allowed to have something new. Yeah, that's all you hear.
That's more important than the old retiree.
No, that's the point. The point of view.
Yeah, that's point of view.
Now, we didn't hear any of this when the other mayor was here. They didn't question any money he spent on anything. No one was questioning anything. They didn't question any of these contracts we got into. Think about it. We got in the Whitewater Park with the other mayors.
Right.
Okay.
But the Whitewater Park is a good idea.
It's a good idea. But you know what? If this mayor had come up with that idea, there would be all kinds of people. Well, that's true. You know, that's called white privilege. They're set to a different standard. You know what? And you agree with them a lot of that stuff.
Because I get tired of hearing the waste thing. We want to.
Let me ask you. When you wake up in the morning, you look in the mirror, what do you see? And what is that? That's all you see? When you walk out there, you know what other people see. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't get away from that. That is American psyche. That's called white privilege.
And we are back. Good morning, brother. Hope you stay fine and well. It's Wednesday. It seems like it's also, again, one thing, other people participating, helping hand. We will be getting those things on Friday so they get out there. And then
You know, this is like, well, you're gonna feel it this time. You're gonna feel it for Facebook and stuff like that. So, so we'll see that surprise and they are. A lot of folks have, a lot of folks have. Like you said, poverty don't know what color. They don't know who your daddy is, who your mama is. They don't care. Let's make a call right quick. Good morning. Who's this? Thank you. Yes. Right here and in Birmingham. Because there is a culture that is within our culture that are not making people accountable for what they do. And there's no appreciation. It doesn't seem to be a marketable appreciation for education. And everybody wants to be a rapper. Knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. You know, life teaches it, but it still has to be calculated, and it still has to be presented to you in a way that is understandable. I don't believe you can know. Homeschool is still dependent upon the same resources that public school uses. Sure, sure. I can be homeschooled. I was too young to be homeschooled. I mean,
And Carla, you know what? You're actually saying something also. If you're homeschooled, that means that comes from the parents. In the schools, the way we're seeing the students acting is because of the parents. Parents allow it.
No, the school allows it.
No. The parents.
School allows it.
Look, the school should have students who are there to learn.
Right.
That's their job.
But
Their job is not
but the school allows them to stay. Your job is
the
the discipline.
discipline should come from home. Do you agree or disagree with that Paula?
There is a Latin term called local parentis, which means
that, man.
wait, which means that in lieu of the parents, the teachers become the parents on site.
No. If a parent sends a bad product to the school cannot change that product.
They can send it back.
They
can send it
they
back.
can't do it.
They can't do it.
What?
There's no law
What
that
can
says
they
you
do?
can't. They
They
can send
say,
it
well,
home.
look, you're a bad student. Go back home.
That's right.
They can't do that.
Yes, you can.
You
There's
can't.
no law that says
Public
you
school
can't.
can't do that. That's the difference
Show me
between
the law.
you know
Show me
what?
the law says you can't do
That's the difference between public school and private school.
You got to write them up 300 or 400, 500 times, but then
Look,
sooner or later you get
in
them out.
private school, and you know why children, both black and white, are in Korean or whomever, they're in private school because at private school they know there's zero tolerance. Every private school,
And
school
why
in
can't there
Montgomery,
be zero tolerance in public school? There's
because
no
you
law.
can't. You know why? Because there's no alternative school to send them to.
Well, then
And
therein lies
in
the
private
problem.
school.
There
See,
lies
in
the
private
problem.
school, you don't have an alternative.
Mhm.
You're either here or you're not.
Yes. You would think so. Hey, listen, I'm running out of time. But we get to that. Let me take the come call real quick. Give a little time because they've been waiting. Good morning. Quickly. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, brother. Hey, let me say this one guy. Hey, you got about 20 seconds. Hello. All right. Yes, you don't. I took my man over early for no reason. Well, anyway, Donna, as always, it's been I don't know if it's been fruitful, but it has been interesting having a conversation with you like you always is.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's a different perspective.
Yeah. And most of the time you are wrong.
And I keep saying,
But
A
That's okay.
perspective is your point of view.
The point of views have to be encased in some logic and reason.
They don't have to be. But you give a lot of point of views that have no logic to it whatsoever.
Well, you don't understand.
Well, if no one understands, that's not logic.
But that's because my logic is so far above the average person until you have to do a deep dive into it.
No, that's fine. That's insanity. If no one understands what you're saying, you're just insane.
Anyway, we got to go. We'll be back tomorrow. If the good Lord says the same. Have a great day. And don't forget, I'll tell you tomorrow.
The Elkman. Well, that was the last one for this year.
Yes, it was.
So when we come at the first of the year, next year, it will be 24.
You know, I want to,
and there will be a lot of things.
I want to change a couple of things. I'm going to change Religion Day to Wednesdays. And because, reason why, because most people go to Bible school on Wednesday, right? And anything we bring up can be asked by their own preacher that night, whatever it would be. And you, I want you to come on, how did you pick a date?
You want to change it from, well, you just say you want to switch around religion then?
Yeah.
Between religion?
Right.
Come on Thursday?
You come on Thursday.
That way you won't have those Wednesday folks that always bring in after the city council meeting. Give it time to marinate.
Yeah.
So on Thursday. So next meeting will be on Thursday. You'll have them on Wednesday. Okay. No problem with that. Because it's only twice a month anyway. Right. And if whatever day you feel the appropriate responses to whatever comes up. I thought it was interesting.